Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever part of the world you're watching from. It's very, it's a very great delight this afternoon GMT +1 to have this conversation with you. Welcome to Indaba Global. You are highly welcome to Indaba Global. So this is what we do monthly. Every month we come together, right? Get people all over the world, stakeholders, speakers, get youths, get young people, get business owners, get civic, organizations, civil organizations, SCSOs, and all of that. We come together to curate reforms, come together to curate strategies. And this month, we are discussing opportunities. How can you get access to opportunities? What are the platforms, tools, and strategies that makes for, getting seamless access to opportunities? And we'll be having a panel conversation. But before then, we'll be having a presentation from one of our guest speakers. One of our speakers will be presenting today, and we're going to have the other speaker sometime next week. So we have a very interesting speaker who is going to be talking about opportunities. So I like you to key in. I like you to be very attentive, because we know that opportunities are very vital for young people. The next door you want to access, the next phase of life you want to access, you need an opportunity to be able to attain that phase, attain that level. It could be a market opportunity, it could be a talent opportunity, it could be a scholarship, job, fellowship, what have you. And right before us, we have a very wonderful guest by name Michael Onoseme, who is going to be coming up in a few minutes' time after our break, so we can have a conversation about opportunities and how to leverage and access opportunities. So in just after this 30 seconds break, we're going to have Michael on your screen, and we're going to have this conversation. But before I go backstage, please drop the country you're joining from, drop the state you're joining from, so that we can welcome you properly as courtesy demands. Thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon,
Yes,
Mr.
good
Michael.
afternoon. Yeah, I can hear you.
Clearly, afternoon. How is it today?
Very fine, very fine.
Interesting. So to our audience, please do well to drop your comments. We have our guest speaker live with us, and there is we can't quantify the excitement, because every time we have very important people on our platform, it gives us so much joy, because for young people who do not just pursue career or pursue businesses, but they also try to give back to the society. For some of our guest speakers, most of our guest speakers, right, they join even in very uncomfortable means, very uncomfortable channels, and you see them giving back to the society. And we are very proud and humbled to have Mr. Michael, who is the lead partner in SmartGates, to join us on this platform to discuss about opportunities. You are welcome, Mr. Michael, once again.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. It's a pleasure meeting you today. I'm very excited, and so not to very fast with my presentation, but feel free to also ask questions as we proceed. So, friends.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Can I start?
Yeah. So yeah, you can go ahead. But before you go ahead, our audience are young people who basically there are young people who basically, are looking to access more opportunities, especially in 2023. They want to understand how can we, access more opportunities. What are the mistakes I made in 2022, and how can I, boost up my game and do better in 2023? So you can, the stage is yours, Mr. Michael.
Okay, all right. So before you guys here, but before I begin, I would like to say the mistakes of those that have gone ahead of you, so that you can, better than the predecessors. So comes in business, comes in your job. Opportunities is a global theme, so it's not of endeavor, neither is it restricted to just business. So it is very important you spread your tentacles so that you grab opportunities that are coming or springing up. So we live in a world that is super competitive. So among the first wave of people to grab such first-time opportunities, that I'm going to be moving quickly to my presentation, which is Future of Work. The topic will be bordering around trending digital skills and jobs. So that are required for people to accelerate themselves these days. They like, in fact, it's a global room now. So you can work, and in fact, we are now in a nomadic trend where people now prefer to transportations or dues every time to go to work. So digital skills and job. So first thing first, I'm a country sales partner with Dimitra just last month, and also with Growthfin. Growthfin is a Malaysian. All right, so that's part of what I was trying to say. Every single day I talk to Asians, recruit, understand, and you can still make a lot of money from dealing with the world zone. So you have to have this borderless mindset that. So let me just enlighten you a little bit. Dimitra is based in Canada, partner, still remotely. So the future is ours, and we'll look for move forward. So my next slide is trending. So 20 jobs are basically new waves of job descriptions that evolve from new business and requires people to. All right. So this section is actually meant to help of Indaba people to understand that at this stage, the boss is no longer business as usual. School degree jobs to trending kind of jobs that. So we are all aware that we now have category of jobs now that you can't find the lane. So it therefore means that for you to match up or meet up with this category of job, you need to learn. Advocate. I do that every single day, just to push to evolve in our learning. We need to evolve in our knowing. So the question now is, are you prepared for the future? We're talking about the future of work here. So we are talking about that are evolving every day, jobs that are coming up that are. So some of these jobs, you can see here from the slide, include business development. I need not tell you that there's no course in school. You have to learn from the block. You have to beat yourself and learn. So what are these training jobs in Nigeria? That's what we are diving into now. We have IT recruitment. There's brand strategies. So much because our country is a bit not manufacturing country rather. Some of these jobs may seem a bit not too available deep. So we have light shard operation in Asia. Recruitment right now. We have this category of jobs, and you must not leave Nigeria to access this kind of job. You just need to build your competence. IT recruitment, the wave of jobs these days. If you really want to make good money aside the oil and gas sector, I to think IT as you move to all right. So we have brand strategist. There's a digital. And even currently in my company, we have jobs around digital market. We have HRO internship opportunities for IT recruitment. It's brain trainer. Places like Egypt, you find much available. Like I said, our environment also and what the government. The reason why we don't see this job so plenteous. Software development, one of the biggest at the moment. So I fall under the fourth category. One good day, I deal with software developers. That's where I make. There's cloud engineering. We have jobs for software developers in the area of Azure DevOps. We also have for senior Flutter developers, Python. Talk about that later. So we have UI UX designs because you get paid way higher than what your counterpart. So and because of the Nigerian sector compared jobs, I'm trying to say that an employer in Nigeria, employer in Nigeria here, they try to compartment an employer that can actually work as a UI UX. They would like to pay lesser. All right, that's the environment and climate you about this. Out there, if you have your skill out there, actually access these opportunities and make use of the same skills that you to a Nigerian employer. So that is why the world is a global. Nobody is stopping you from accessing anything if your skill set. The next slide. So what are remote jobs? So remote jobs are new ways of from new business and organization need with more flexibility. That's so you now work at home and you switch schedules around. You can actually meet up with your timelines and deadlines. So very, very pertinent about this job is that it is not a regular 9-to-5 category of huge. You're competent. How well can you actually deliver on yourself over a 9-to-5? So like I said, I currently work with abroad. They are not here, but like I said, remote jobs are the new wave of jobs that we have right now. So you have to key into it. Very, very important. Now we move. Are you digitally? Important question you need to ask yourself. So what are the digital jobs in Nigeria? Because of our climbs here, our business climbs here, you trying to see a lot of revolving around sales, because our economy is harsh. They are trying to survive. So you now see a lot of jobs bordering around business. So most people that have the mindset of, oh, I want to work as a front desk, as a second. Now that is the reality. You will not hear this from a regular employer. So that's why sometimes these expository sections are very, very to where you need to focus your energy and your strength. There are a lot of people that are still focusing secretary, front desk, customer service. These jobs are some companies that are valuable, but they are fast fading out because most business cannot actually customer service when they are not making sales. So they divert their efforts and their recruitment prowess towards getting more. For business developers, you have need for sales operations, in fact, and the likes. So even a company as Smart Gate Technology and Consulting, we have jobs in the area of sales in real estate. We have jobs in the area of sales in the fintech later. So now we also have job for quality assurance testing. So that is it is not so plenteous in our climes here. Like I said, most employers in Nigeria, they try one opportunity in quality assurance at the moment for those that have experiences using Cypress. A lot of software development jobs. Yes, now a lot, I said, but those that are competent, we have a lot of software developers in Nigeria, but when you start testing, you discover that they don't really know their onion. So it's very important when you are learn proper, learn well, so that no matter what your examiner or at you'll be able to eat it up and you digest it properly and you give them what they are looking for. So it's very software developers here, and we're beginning to see that yes, a lot of crop of software developers in the country are not doing well. All right, so that's some engineering, not so common in Nigeria, but there are opportunities in DevOps. So currently, right now from the US, remotely, engineering opportunity. Like I said before, we have Python, the salary range for this Python development job is $7,000, paying $40 per hour. This country, you are doing well. You are doing well because you hadn't find it. We are not even earning per hour in the country. So you and even key into. So there's DevOps opportunity for Azure. Those and Azure is something you can learn free of charge. Go online. Your next big school. Now go online. You can take these courses free of charge at many portals. In fact, we can talk about that later. So for the sake of time, we move to the next slide. So now we're going to talk about. So we have observed that the Nigerian institution puts out 1.8 million fresh graduates yearly. Of the vast emerging graduates that. So this is a known fact, and that is one of the reasons why this opportunity section. Now, what do you do in this era? First thing for you need to propel yourself into these trendy jobs so that you can make use of this opportunity. So first thing first, you learn multiple new skills in digital marketing, sales, and so is stopping you from expanding your knowledge. There are software engineers that have digital marketing skills. There are digital marketers that have software engineering skills. During my interview, different things. So if you are not learning, you are doing yourself a big disfavor. So you have to learn. Now Now, the second thing you need to know is when submitting your application, you need to beat the ATS. What is the ATS? The ATS is applicant tracking system. We use it a lot in Asia and even in the US for some of these jobs that we work with. So you need to ensure that your skill sets are properly stated, can actually beat the ATS. When I mean beating the ATS is able to recognize these skills on your CV when they run their scans. So also you need to, all right. You cannot grow in the digital space without doing collaborations, very good collaborations with those that have the skills and those that are already working in the field. That's the way you can grow, and that's how you can build competence. And lastly, you also need to maximize your PC. We understand that a lot of their PC where they want to watch movies, which is not nice. The PC is a tool. I always call it or the MVP, or minimum viable product. So if you can maximize the use of your PC, all of these jobs we're talking about here, Python development, UI, UX, you can learn all of this using your computer, because there are certain things you cannot learn, right? So your PC is the next door neighbor to your phone. After learning some things on your phone, you need to practicalize it on your PC. So you have to maximize your P. At least if you didn't get anything from all I've said so far, you need to understand that you need to maximize your PC and move yourself to the next stage. So that is that. Sure, you can let me know. So I'll be closing up from here. Mr. Emmanuel, are you with me? Hello, Mr. Emmanuel. Hello. You have any question? If you have any question, let me know. If you have any question, you can drop it on the comment section. Hello? Any question?
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael, for that for that insightful. I'm seeing your comments. Please keep dropping your comments. Keep dropping your comments. It's time for questions. If you have any question, please do comment section. In 2023, you don't want to miss out any opportunity. In 2023, you want to ensure that you take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way. Runs a firm called SmartGate. Mr. Michael, do you want to tell them about SmartGate or any platform they can take advantage of?
I spoke about some jobs that we have. So I was hoping to get voice questions from the audience. So are there anyone that wishes to ask a question?
Okay.
The presentation and about what I do and what opportunities we have currently. Our jobs are usually very spontaneous. So what I mean spontaneous, they are always ready to go. So if you are fit for any of these jobs, it's better you just contact us immediately. So wow. I'm running through the slides now. If you have any question, be free to answer. So can the floor be open for questions and answers?
Yes. So designed in a way that they can't come up on screen. They can only drop comments. And I will read out the comments. They can only.
Okay.
They can. Yeah.
Though I can't see their comments. Can you enable me to see their comments?
Enabling it here. It's okay, but I haven't seen any question yet. I'm still hoping they drop a question. Please kindly drop your question if you have any. And like he said, there are roles available, and if you have the required skill sets, you get on board immediately. If you have the required skill set, you get on board immediately. So please drop your questions. But Mr. Michael, what are the roles available so they can
okay. My head, because they are quite much. So, and I also want to know the category of audience we have. So do we have students that want do you have students on ground that wants to work part-time, or because majority of our jobs are full-time in Lagos and Abuja for Nigerian-based jobs. We also have jobs in Malaysia for those that are in Asia, but do we have anyone from Asia or Malaysia?
No. Our Asian community. Our Asian community, but we have mainly Africa.
Okay, mainly Africans. Okay. All right. So we also have jobs in the US. All right. Like I said earlier, the Python development job is paying $6,000. That is $35 per hour. But it requires high competence, and we don't even need your CV for this position. Once you know you are competent working as a Python developer, you can contact me. Just give me a call. And but this job can be only accessed by Nigeria. Technical localization, because sometimes we may need to call you and all that. So it's actually meant for at the moment. So for Nigerians living in Nigeria, you can reach out to me for those opportunities. We have job for digital communication managers in Yaba at the we have job for Laravel developer in Ikeja, Ogba at the moment, paying 150,000 for a mid-level developer. So for anyone that has experience in Laravel, it's a higher version of PHP. So if you heard me, I'll be talking about software development all this while, because that's one of the new oil after a sector. Tech is the new oil. So we also have jobs for QA testers, that have junior QA testers. It is meant for those that have experience in Cypress. Cypress is a QA testing software. but you need to have some experience in Cyprus to come on for the job, at least maybe 3. So we have job for those that do not have any tech skills right now, because this is about opportunities, right? So and we localize our opportunities here in Nigeria. So for those that are looking at coming to Nigeria, we have some local hospitality job in the areas of nannying. We have job in the area of a cook, housekeeping. We also have for drivers. If you want to come here to Nigeria, if you want to migrate, because most times it's not always easy to migrate. So we like to deal with people that can actually easily access the opportunity here. You understand? But if you are looking at migrating, they are available to take what we call it WhatsApp video interviews. So they get to ascertain whether they like you or not. So that's that. Are you with me?
Wow.
Can you hear me?
Very well, very well, very well.
Let me just drop some more other opportunities before I leave the stage for Mr. Emmanuel. So on the far right, we also have job for Informatica MDM developer or integration developer. That is a kind of a new role. You don't quickly find people for that, but that role is paying $7,000 right now at the moment.
What did you call that role again, Mr. Michael? What did you call the role again?
Informatica MDM. MDM is master. All right, so it's a kind of job that has to do with in codes, moving workloads from what you call it. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? So I'll go on. I think there's a freeze there. So I'll go on. So it's a kind of field that has to do with big data management, reducing the weight in terms of softwares that has been produced, and managing software generally. So for those that wants to know about the opportunity, they can reach out to me through 070-12-899-842. That's our official company's number. You can give promptly. So there are other jobs that I may not be able to list out right now, but definitely Mr. Emmanuel is well connected to us, and will be able to connect you to us for those opportunities that you're looking out for your time. I'll wait your comment. Afternoon. Yeah. Hello. So I think I've done pretty well. Okay. All right. Thank you. Please, is that the video before you allow it to go live? Do you edit the video before you allow it to go live?